What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. I was on the Shade Room a few days ago when Teyana Taylor posted this particular video. And I know people have their preferences. Some people may not like Teyana Taylor's look. Some really do. I'm one of the people that I do appreciate how she looks like. Her appearance. I think that she's a very beautiful young lady. You may think that she's not. That's up to you. But I want to talk about those people who do feel similar to me as far as her attractiveness. I want to go over a few comments, okay? Now, I was seeing comments that were really interesting, such as this one. This lady goes, I know Iman miss her so bad. Hell, I miss her for him. Okay. Now, that has to do with the fact that, she is so beautiful that, he's missing out. I bet her ex-husband miss her. And you know what? Let me just say this. That's how I used to feel when I would go out with, a young lady, very beautiful. I would feel almost elated that she would pick me out for a date. I'm excited that we're there. And one of the first questions you will ask if she's attractive is, how come you're so single? Like, I know that your guy misses you. And that is just to say, okay, if you really think about it, what we're saying at that point is this. You are so beautiful that you're a great person. You are so attractive, so sexy that you are inside what you appear to be outside. And what I have found out is that is usually not the case. Usually not the case. That was the same thing going on with Megan Good and Devon Franklin, wasn't it? When Megan Good got dumped, yes, she did. He divorced her. All the people were saying, oh my God, you made a mistake. She's so beautiful. How could you let her go? Let me ask you something, guys. And Eddie Murphy made this same statement in one of his great stand-ups. You may eat a great hamburger. It's the best thing you've ever eaten. But what happens when you eat that hamburger every day? It's not so great anymore, right? That hamburger every single day for 6 months isn't that great. What does that mean? It means that familiarity breeds content. And for that hamburger to be great over a period of time, they're gonna have to add something more to it to get you to stay, okay? That's what that means. But what do we find out? That usually they don't. You know what? Let me just be honest. A lot of ladies believe that because they're attractive or because they have a nice body, that's all that they need to do. And really, that's not all they need to do. And especially if you're a guy that has money. Now, if you're not a guy that has money, then that's different. You'll be glad to get anybody. But if you're Iman Shumpert, you're not tripping about that at all. You're not worried about that at all. Why are you not worried about it? I'll tell you. Because you can find somebody else. And this is what they keep forgetting about men, okay? The problem that I have is so many people believe that men just need to take whatever they can get. And because the lady is so beautiful and you break up with her, it's your loss. Do you know how many times that is your game? Like, what can you do? And let me just tell you this, what I've noticed. I see so many good looking, attractive ladies with no structure at all. Reckless in their behavior. Reckless in how they see the world. And a normal guy or many men, you just can't deal with what they have to offer. Because they're so beautiful and they look good and they're attractive, they're not good mates. And this is why I want to focus on this guy's comment here. Y'all be saying bro fumbled. You do realize that good looks and a couple of dollars do not equate to a good companion. Some of these women be trash as F while simultaneously being pretty. Same thing goes for dudes. Not everything is a fumble. Some of it is a deliverance. I, in the last decade, have seen some of the best looking women I've ever seen in my life. All right. 20 years ago, I would have begged to be with them. I thank God that they're gone. When I see where they went after me, not to say that I'm perfect, because I'm not, but some of these ladies have completely destroyed men's lives. I'm talking about having babies on the guy that they're with, spending all his money. I knew one chick that had spent like $10,000 for a guy. That was a lot of money to that guy. She immediately went and got somebody else. Some dude flew her to she's now living in California now, spending all this guy's money, still thotting it up. I talked about a horror story where this lady was engaged to two guys at the same time, took this other guy's money to go pay for another wedding. What are these guys gaining from having a lady that's attractive? The same thing we can say, what is a woman gaining for having a man that's attractive? Okay, that person looks good, correct? Great. But does that person take care of you? Is that person a good mate? Does that person want to see you win? Are they really trying to invest in you, trying to help you out, sacrificing for you in the relationship? That's not about looks. It would be good if that person was attractive and had looks, of course. But that doesn't require looks, because looks go away in relationships. It requires standards, okay? That need to be met. It requires that. If we don't have that, it don't matter how good you look. Because why? Some guy that has value can go and get that in another person. And it's very easy for guys to do that. A guy who's doing very well can say, you know what? I'll pass on you. We're not gonna work out. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Teyana Taylor, I'm just gonna be honest. The way that she acts and the things she does, a lot of guys not signing up to be with her. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, for her, she likes women and men, so maybe she might want to try that route. But not a guy that has something to lose. Don't want to put up with her. For what? She put the guys a business out there and everything, you know, just living a kind of lifestyle that's reckless. No guy wants to put up with that. Not seriously. Not and want to deal with that. No one wants to deal with that. And a lot of ladies believe because they are good looking and they are attractive, they don't need to work on their soft skills. Like, what are the things about being a man that you really will value as you get older? Is your ability to get along with people is the best thing a man can learn. How to maybe not say something when you want to say it. How to resolve conflict. Okay. How to minimize things. How to say the things without being disrespectful to women or whatever. Like, those are things that you'll learn as you're a man because you want to get better, because you can't always beat people based on money. You can't always beat people based on looks. Some of these ladies want to beat candidates based on looks, you know, and they never try to learn. So I'm fine, and oh, I got a nice body, and they don't ever try to become a good mate because, well, you know, they just like, look at Amber Rose. I don't think Amber Rose has ever worked on trying to be a good mate from the mate's point of view. Okay, we can see that all of her other dudes she dealt with, they're all relationships. Nobody wants to put up with her. She's still very immature. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of things that Teyana Taylor does, it's like, okay, what man is supposed to be able to deal with this? Like, what man with something to lose would say, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity for me to jump into Teyana Taylor's life and deal with this. This is what I want to deal with. This is exactly what I like for myself. I don't see a guy doing that. And when you don't have to put up with something as a man, you won't. Okay? You won't. And a lot of women don't understand that. They're so used to men not having options. And a lot of men got a lot of options. One of the options is to stay by themselves. Okay? That's one option. One option is for a man to stay by themselves. Like, I don't want to deal with it. And a lot of guys doing it. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Jackson back at it again. The episode of the Celebrity Joe. Appreciate for all you do. Subscribe the bell. We're out.